Hello YouTube, let's talk about alternatives while printing our report. So let me simplify this a bit because I want you to understand everything, and that's possible through simplicity. Right, how to export and how to use pure HTML inside of your major string. Well, normally you can do this, and you probably know this up till now, and the thing will absolutely work, no question asked. Okay, so that's cool. Now another thing will be to export this outside of your major string using concatenation. So again we will have empty quotes and then h1 in it, and then don't forget to concatenate that to the rest of the stuff. Okay, so closing h1, and result will be pretty much the same here. So is there a third way? Well, sure, you know, there are so many ways. It's important what you are doing. It is important that you are pleased with your own source code. That is important when you are learning programming. Accuracy is not that much important. Purity of code is not that important. You being pleased, that's important, because it will give you motivation to continue with this stuff that over time can be and it will be painful. So anyway, where I was. Yeah, so you can extract all of these lines on individual lines for echo to print them. So yeah, echo, h1 and echo. So let's go back and let's cut things here with a semicolon, and let's go down there. And then we'll print closing h1 on individual line, and still the result here will be absolutely same. So it's totally up to you what you're going to do, and I can see you in the future doing all kind of mess with your own CMS and your own templates. But that's okay, that's the only way to learn. Don't worry about that if you mess something up. Those are stages in development of developer, okay? So be cool with whatever you are doing. Okay, so that's sorry, that's one thing of the story. The next story is, can we replace this echo with something else? Oh, yes, and that is print command. Okay, print, and the thing will be pretty much same in results. So what's the difference? Well, first of all, echo is faster a little bit, and it will not return, how to explain this, it will not return like a back message to system that everything is fine, and print will return message to system that something is right or wrong, so you can use it into some kind of checks. But don't worry too much about this, it is for advanced usage, and honestly you will probably always use echo like the rest of us. So yeah, you can use print, but a lot of us will just use and be happy with echo. So let's run this, and the result will be the same. So that's cool. Now, if you are coming from Python background, you will be totally mesmerized with how PHP is messy. Because in Python you will not use, you know, semicolon at the end, and having this kind of space here is outrageous, because Python programmers, they will immediately type this, okay, brackets, and they will enclose everything inside of brackets, because that's the discipline coming from Python environment. Okay, so now this thing will also work. Okay, but if for some reason, let's say you are tired or something, or drunk, you forget one parenthesis, you'll run yourself into problem. I mean, your code. But thankfully to web server, you will get information back that error is on line 8. So where is 8? Here we are. So let's just revert that to normal operation. So you can do that down there, but you get the point. It will work with the semicolon, sorry, with a space, and it will work with parentheses, but use both of them. Now, will this thing down there work if you concatenate this thing like this and like this? So let's see what's gonna be. Well, it will work, but it is really, really ugly. So just, you know, if you're using print and echo, use space here, and your code will look like something, well, relatively nice. Now, the same thing with echo. Sure, you can use parentheses or brackets, whatever you want to call it, no problem. Let's actually do that for all lines here. Okay, but we need to pay attention how many of them we are using and where. Okay, and this thing will absolutely work, so no questions asked. There you go. And the same thing as with the print. If you forget one parenthesis, you'll get yourself into trouble. So that's pretty much it for this tutorial. My advice here is use whatever you feel that is pleasing for your eyes. And because this is PHP and not Python, you don't need to use these, parentheses. You'll be pretty much fine without them. And stick with the echo, don't use print for now until you become a little bit more of proficient and so on. So anyway, I'm gonna shut up, and that's pretty much enough for one tutorial. I will try to not create longer tutorials, but honestly, I like to explain things, how they are and how they work. So maybe I will, run into 10 minutes tutorials and so on. So anyway, sorry. Thank you for watching, for being with me, and I'm gonna render. See you next tutorial.